As we leave Modoc Preserve, the scenery changes fast. All of a sudden, you're surrounded by wide, open roads, giant trees, and these beautiful ranch-style homes that make you forget you're still so close to the city. This is Hope Ranch, and riding through here on e-bikes is honestly a dream. It's quiet, it's smooth, and it feels like you've stepped into another world for a few miles. This is one of the things I love most about e-bikes. You still get the feeling of riding, the breeze, the movement, but you can actually enjoy the scenery without worrying about burning yourself out halfway through the ride. And when you're riding with your favorite person, it's not about speed. It's about moments, little conversations, pointing out cool views, and just enjoying being outside together.
And now we're dropping down toward Atascadero Peak, one of my favorite parts of this whole route. This section feels completely different from the open road. Now you're riding alongside water, shaded by trees, with that cool breeze coming off. It's quiet, it's calm, and it honestly feels like a hidden pathway that only locals know about. This is the kind of ride where you don't need music, you don't need talking, you just listen to the sounds around you and enjoy the moment. And moments like this are exactly why we love doing these rides together. It's not about the destination, it's about everything in between. As we get closer to the coast, you can start to smell the ocean again. The air gets cooler, the light gets brighter, and you just know you're about to hit something special. After cruising through ranch roads, valleys, and creek paths, opening up to the beach feels like the perfect reward. And when you see Goleta Beach Park for the first time on a ride like this, yeah, it never gets old. Goleta Beach Park is one of those spots that instantly puts you in a good mood. Palm trees, wide open path, and that endless stretch of blue out ahead. On an e-bike, this section is pure cruising. The path is smooth, the terrain is flat, and the ocean stays right by your side the whole time. You'll pass fishermen on the pier, families setting up for the day, and locals out for their morning walk. And here we are, Goleta Beach Park. This spot is seriously one of the most underrated places on the coast. Wide open beach, calm water, people fishing off the pier, and just that relaxed Santa Barbara vibe everywhere you look. We usually park the bikes, walk around a bit, maybe grab a snack, and just enjoy the view. There's something really satisfying about riding all the way here instead of driving. You feel like you earned the view. You feel connected to the whole journey, not just the final stop. And sharing that with my wife makes it even better. These are the kind of days you don't forget, not because they're crazy or wild, but because they're simple and real and full of good energy. It's calm, it's peaceful, and it's the perfect warm up for what's ahead. From here, we start heading toward UCSB, where the scenery shifts from beachside relaxation to college town energy. You know, some rides are about the destination, and some rides are just about being present in the moment. Today is one of those days where we're not in a rush, we're just cruising, taking in the views, the breeze, and honestly just enjoying being out here together. Right now, we're riding through the UCSB campus, and if you've never been here before, this place is seriously one of the most beautiful campuses I've ever seen. You've got palm trees, ocean air, bikes everywhere, and this calm energy that just makes you want to slow down and appreciate it. What I really love about riding here is how bike friendly everything is. There are paths that take you all around campus, through the trees, past classrooms, open fields, and even spots where you can see the ocean in the distance. It doesn't feel like you're riding through a school. It feels more like you're cruising through a park. Sometimes the best moments are really the simplest ones. No big plans, no schedule, just two bikes, a nice day, and good company. And honestly, days like this remind me how important it is to make time for this kind of stuff. Life gets busy, work gets stressful, and before you know it, weeks go by without really slowing down. So being able to come out here, breathe, and just ride together, that's something I don't take for granted. UCSB is also cool because it feels so open. You've got wide paths, big open spaces, and then all of a sudden you're riding next to water. It's like nature and campus life are just blended together. You see students skating, biking to class, hanging out on the grass, and it just has this really positive, laid back vibe. It's one of those places where you can tell people actually enjoy being outside. And can we talk about this weather real quick? Sunny, cool breeze, not too hot, pretty much perfect riding weather. If every ride felt like this, I'd probably be out here every day. This is one of the things I love most about riding bikes in general. You really get to experience everything around you, the sounds, the smells, the temperature, all of it. You're not just passing through, you're actually part of the environment. There's something really peaceful about just moving forward without forcing anything. No traffic, no stop and go, just smooth cruising and letting your mind relax for a bit. I'm really grateful for days like this. Grateful for my wife, grateful for being able to get out and explore, and grateful for places like this that remind you how beautiful everyday life can be. You don't always need a big trip or some huge adventure to enjoy yourself. Sometimes it's just about finding a nice spot, hopping on your bike, and taking your time. And for us, this ride is just another chapter in our little collection of shared adventures. Different places, different paths, but always the same vibe. Just us cruising, enjoying the moment.
All right, welcome back. Today ride starts in Isla Vista, where everyone owns a bike, nobody owns a car, and somehow everyone's late. Isla Vista is one of the most densely populated college towns in California, which explains why bikes outnumber people and why crossing the street here feels like Frogger. My husband and I are escaping on our e-bikes before someone asks us for directions to a party. And right about here, you can feel the vibe shift. The noise drops, the air cools down, and suddenly, nobody's yelling about midterms. One of the best parts of riding like this is doing it together. Same pace, same views, zero arguments about directions, because there are none. Couples who do outdoor activities together tend to be happier. So really, this ride is therapy, with better scenery and no copay. Also, e-bikes are relationship-saving technology. No hills, no drama. Alright, we're stopping here because this view demands it. On clear days, you can sometimes spot dolphins from this coastline. And during whale migration season, gray whales pass right by here. Imagine riding your bike and actually seeing a whale. That's not fair to the rest of the country. This is the kind of spot where you pretend you're taking a break, but really you're just staring. This ride from Isla Vista to Coal Oil Point Preserve is proof that Santa Barbara is built different. One minute you're dodging college bikes, the next you're cruising through protected coastal wilderness, and thanks to e-bikes, you don't have to be in elite athlete shape to enjoy it. Just show up, pedal lightly, and let the motor do the rest. Welcome to Coal Oil Point Preserve, where the speed limit is take it easy and the sun trap is wind and waves. This preserve is home to over 150 species of birds. Basically, if birds had Yelp reviews, this place would be 5 stars. You'll also notice we immediately slow down. That's not the trail, it's respect. And maybe fear of falling in front of wildlife. What's wild about Coal Oil Point is how untouched it feels. This land was saved from development thanks to conservation efforts, which means instead of condos, we get this big win. It's so quiet out here, you can hear your thoughts or realize you left your water bottle in the car. Coal Oil Point gets its name from natural oil seepage that's been happening here for thousands of years. That oil comes straight from underground and bubbles up offshore. So if you smell something, relax, it's nature. Not us, probably. Just look at this view. Honestly, it feels illegal that this is free. Coal Oil Point sits next to the Goleta Slough, one of the largest coastal wetlands in Southern California. Wetlands help protect the coastline, filter water, and support wildlife, while we just ride through like, wow, nice. We're cruising like pros, but if this was a regular bike, this narration would just be heavy breathing.
Why are you going so slow, bud? Why are you going so go, bike thingy. And just like that, welcome to Sperling Preserve. This area is protected open space, which means it stays wild on purpose. No houses, no buildings, just trails, plants, and animals doing their thing. You might see people walking dogs, trail runners, mountain bikers, and sometimes even horses out here. It's kind of like everyone's invited, as long as you respect the land and don't act crazy. And the crazy part is this is literally minutes from the beach and the college, but it feels like you're way out in nature already. Go. This section right here is one of my favorites because you start getting these wide open views, and depending on the time of year, everything is either bright green or super golden. These hills are part of what used to be huge ranch land, and now they're preserved so wildlife can move through without running into roads and buildings all the time. So yeah, while we're cruising, there could be deer, coyotes, hawks, and all kinds of birds just chilling somewhere nearby. Meanwhile, we're over here just trying not to breathe too hard and pretend the e-bikes aren't helping us. One of the best parts about rides like this is honestly just riding side by side, not really talking much, just enjoying the moment. Couples who do activities together actually tend to feel more connected, especially when it's something outdoors. So technically, this is relationship maintenance right now. Plus, when you are both on e-bikes, nobody gets left behind. No wait up, no pretending you're not tired. We're both just cruising at the same pace, taking it all in. And it's way better than sitting on the couch, even though the couch is also very powerful. This trail is perfect for e-bikes because it's mostly smooth, with just enough little hills to remind you that yes, you are still exercising a little bit. Riding e-bikes can actually help people ride longer and more often because it doesn't completely wipe you out. So you end up getting more fresh air and more miles without feeling destroyed after. Which is great because the whole point today is not suffering. The whole point is enjoying the ride and the views and each other's company. Also, if you see us smiling, just know the motor is working overtime. If you listen closely out here, you'll hear birds everywhere. And sometimes you'll catch little lizards running across the trail like they're late for something important. Coastal preserves like this are super important for protecting plant species that only grow in this type of climate. So these trails aren't just for us, they're part of a much bigger ecosystem. So yeah, we're out here having a good time, but also low key riding through protected nature that people worked hard to save, which makes you want to slow down a bit and really appreciate it. This is usually the part of the ride where everything gets real calm and you kind of forget about your phone, your to-do list, and everything else. Being in nature can actually lower stress and help your brain relax, even if you're still moving and being active. So if this video feels peaceful, that's because it really is out here. Just the sound of tires on dirt, the wind, and sometimes us breathing a little heavier than we want to admit. Alright, we're getting closer to where we will stop and take a little break. And you can probably tell by how relaxed we're riding right now. Taking short breaks during rides actually helps you enjoy the rest of the trip more, instead of just pushing through and being exhausted the whole time. So yeah, this is not a competition. This is a date on wheels. And the only goal is to enjoy ourselves and make it home with good vibes and maybe a little dirt on the tires. Here we are, break time. Sometimes you don't realize how nice the ride was until you stop and actually look around for a second. When you pause during activity, your brain actually locks in the memory better, which means this moment is probably gonna stick with us more than we think. So we're just gonna chill here, enjoy the view, maybe drink some water, and appreciate that we get to do stuff like this together. No rush, no stress, just a really good ride through a really beautiful place. I'm just gonna walk it over there. Okay. Ellwood Mesa is pure California coastal magic. Wide dirt trails, rolling bluffs, eucalyptus groves, and views that stretch all the way to the ocean. This area is known for its monarch butterflies in the winter, but no matter the season, it's stunning. Golden light, open skies, and that feeling of being far away, even though you're still right near town. On an e-bike, these trails are a dream. You can take your time, explore side paths, and enjoy the ride without worrying about fatigue. This is the kind of place that reminds you why e-bikes are so powerful, not just for commuting, but for adventure. As we wrap up this ride, I just want to take a second to really appreciate how special this whole journey has been. We started right here at the ocean, feeling that cool breeze at Goleta Beach, watching the waves roll in, and before we even realized it, we were cruising straight into the energy of UCSB. Students walking by, bikes everywhere, that constant movement and life around us. And then, just like that, we ended up surrounded by trees, open space, and quiet trails out at Ellwood Mesa. This is what we're talking about? What are you doing? Oh, unless you're gonna later, you're tangled with the branch. Yeah, you're gonna slip and fall. That's why I told you you're better off going fast, but just go slow. No, do that. Cross it, but with the motor.
Okay.
Just cross it and then put your feet down on top. Well, that's what you wanted. No, now you get off the bike.
I can't.
Get off.
How am I gonna get off the bike?
Get off the bike.
When I was slipping.
Oh well, yeah.
Chingao.
You can use the throttle to help you push the bike. The throttle.
I can't. Well, it's because I was not gonna be able to make it. I already know.
For us, this wasn't just about getting from point A to point B. It was about spending time together, sharing the experience, laughing, talking, and just appreciating how lucky we are to live somewhere that lets you do something like this on a random day.
Not again. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Fuck this.
One thing is that wait until I get off. Gotta record my assistance just for anybody who thinks.
Can I just go through here? For outdoors, you know, adventure, like.
No,
No. Uh-uh. That sounds like, what the heck?
That's what makes Santa Barbara so unique.
I'm glad I have.
In
Oh.
one ride, you get beach, city, and nature all connected, all flowing together. And doing it on e bikes just makes it that much better because you're not stressing about the distance. You're not worried about burning out. You're just enjoying the ride, taking in the views, and being present in the moment. If this video inspired you even a little bit to get outside, to explore your city, or to try something new like riding an e bike, then that means everything to us. Because the goal here is to motivate, to connect, and to remind people that there is so much beauty out there if you slow down and actually take it in. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel grow and it lets us know that you want to see more content like this. And definitely leave a comment down below. Let us know what your favorite part of the ride was or tell us where you think we should ride to next. At the end of the day, this channel is about more than just filming rides. It's about creating memories, telling stories, and building a community of people who appreciate the simple things, good views, good vibes, and good company. And if you're from Santa Barbara or the surrounding areas, hopefully this gives you some ideas for your next ride. Goleta Beach, UCSB, Ellwood Mesa. It's such an amazing loop, and every part of it brings a totally different vibe. You've got ocean views, campus life, and peaceful nature trails all in one trip. It really doesn't get better than that. If you know someone who loves biking, e bikes, scenic rides, or just chill adventure videos, go ahead and share this video with them. You never know, this might be the push they need to get outside and start exploring too. Now, if you've been enjoying these rides, these adventures, and these stories, I want to invite you to be a part of this journey with us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Innovative Visions family because we've got a lot more coming. More rides, more exploring, more behind the scenes moments, and more ways to experience life from a fresh perspective. And honestly, that's what Innovative Visions is all about. It's about capturing real moments, real experiences, and showing that adventure doesn't always mean hopping on a plane or going somewhere far away. Sometimes it's right in our own backyard. You just have to look at it a little differently. We've got plenty more adventures ahead, and we can't wait to share them with you. Until the next ride, stay safe, stay inspired, and keep seeing the world through an innovative vision.